Hey, vinyl community, Jeff here. The other day, when was it? Over the weekend or before the weekend, I posted a short video contest entry, and at the end of it, the mailman was coming with the package. So I'm finally here to reveal what was in that package that day. Now, I want to start though, because to tell the story behind this. What I received was part of a Kickstarter program. The Kickstarter program actually opened in August of 2020. So almost 3 years ago. Now, the band, which I'll mention in a minute when I show the releases, it was a one-off band that I don't know how popular they were, but to tell you the story, they opened up the campaign with a goal to release an unreleased live album, a live recording from this. The band had an album out in 1991, one album, one and done. They had recorded a live album in 91 that was never released. So the idea was, let's put this out, CD and vinyl. And they had a goal of $40,000 to raise to do this live album. 22 hours later, the goal was met. So the band was like, whoa. So as most Kickstarters band situations do, they put on a stretch goal. Well, if we reach this amount, we're going to release some unreleased studio tracks and we'll record some new tracks. Now, the band's been inactive, since the 90s. And they kind of did this project because when COVID hit in 2020, everybody's kind of got more time on their hands because the schedules and everything was kind of shut down. So this is kind of like, let's do this. We've been talking about it for years. And so the guys in the band said, yeah, and a lot of what they did was done remotely. And, it was kind of like perfect timing. So they said, okay, a stretch goal. We'll add some money to this. And if we reach it, we'll put out this studio album of material and or, add some other things to the campaign. So they reached that goal shortly thereafter. So they're like, okay. Then people were saying, you need to reissue your first album on vinyl. It was available on vinyl in the 90s. Hard, if not impossible to find these days. Reissue it. Remaster it, reissue it. Okay. Stretch goal, again, added. I forget how much it was added, but boom, it met that goal. So now they owed us, a reissue of the first album. Then they're like, okay. So they put a stretch goal of 100,000. If we reach this, the band will play a concert, I think. Or maybe it was 125,000. The band will get together in one place and play a concert in the future. And you pay to go to this concert. So anyway, all that being said, by the end of the campaign, they'd reached $144,000. So they owed us the live album, which was already in the works. They now owed us a studio album, and then they also were going to reissue the first album. Turns out when they went to reissue the first album, found out that the master tapes were, I forget the story behind it, missing, damaged, lost. The label didn't, I don't know. There was something that caused an issue. Anyway, manufacturing constraints, as all people were doing, constraints with this, constraints with that, mastering, errors, blah, blah, blah. Here we are, 2023, and finally, all of these, the live concert happened a couple years ago, and of course, so let's get to it. The band is Chicago Rivera. I've already showed this. This album came in sometime last year. This was the original live album promised for the campaign. Received, happy, done, double record set, live stuff, great stuff. Chicago Rivera, again, you may or may not have heard of them. 1991, they had an album out. Here's a live album from 1991. So what actually came in the other day was the studio album, Halcyon Days. It's got some cover tunes on here that they did and some, some new material. So this is one of the things that took some manufacturing issues and everything, but they finally got it in. A lot of these digital tracks were given to us a year or more ago. So the recording and everything went down, but then it was just mainly getting all these manufacturers. So this came in the other day when the mailman came, and great stuff. I was listening to this morning, and we got the original self-titled 1991 reissue of the first album, just Chicago Rivera. It's on a green and, what is it, green and yellow splatter. Kind of clear though, translucent. It is a gatefold. There's some photos, but it is a single record set. Yes, so I bought this album in 1991 when it came out. Loved it. Have been a big fan ever since. It also came out on CD and everything, but I only got the vinyl reissues. And it was a long time in the waiting, but I know a lot of these campaigns can do that. I've had that kind of time on other ones too. But so yeah, great stuff. Chagall Rivera, the self-titled album, original. This I was really thrilled to get this and the new songs. So whether they'll do anything beyond this, I don't know. But the renewed interest in this band and the amazing amount that they raised overnight practically should give them a clue that people want to hear more. And yeah, the new album is great. The new stuff, covers and all. I mean, I didn't know all any covers tunes, so they're new to me. But yeah, great stuff. So there you go. Over 3 years in the making, but it's finally here. I don't think there's anything outstanding for the campaign. I think we got it all. I'm not sure, but I got everything that I think I ordered. So that's it for this one, though. Thanks a lot. Check them out. They do have some of these left over on their Bandcamp page. You can find these if you're looking for them. And I'll see you later. Rock on and rock hard.